Ranking the best corners in Madden 24. We are back here with another tier list update. Today we're going to be looking at the cornerback position. Now before we do go ahead and get into new cards, got to re-rank the old cards. Also, if there are any new Black History Month or weekly wildcard corners that do drop, they will be at the end of the video. I promise I won't forget. So when we're looking at this list right now, and especially with the new cards we got, I actually think this tier list changes a ton. So I think Tariq Woolen is now a part of this A tier for sure. And now I think everyone comes down a singular tier. I still love Ty Law with that 1 AP deep out, but again, don't think he's S tier anymore. And the crazy thing to me is, right, I think Moss still may have an argument for S, and he might go up at the end of the video, but I'm gonna place him A right now. The reason why he's gonna be A for me is just really it's discount abilities and all this discounted deep out stuff, and we're gonna drop everyone else down a tier again. Like people in B tier, I got a ton of comments about like Marcus Peters. The thing for me about Marcus Peters, right, like 93 speed isn't really like anything standing out at this point, and then also like it's not like he gets 0 AP pick cards. Like if he got a 0 AP pick cards, I could put him up a tier. I don't know why you would use Marcus Peters over anyone in A. I don't really think there's a reason to. And now this is what my tier list is looking like before we get into the new cards. Now the first one we got right here is a team captain update, and Rondé Barber right here, if we show max ratings up to a 94 overall with 94 speed, every single team captain in your lineup, guess what, he could get up to 95 speed, and on a full theme team 97 speed, like a real theme team, not like playoff, Super Bowl, whatever, you get it. So 93 speed, 94 zone coverage, 92 press. Like he's really good from a stat standpoint. Only weakness I think you could say is height. And we take a look at his abilities though, this is where he just loses me. It's just at this point in the game, man, there's just so many people that get discounted abilities. Like I don't see the reason to use this team captain card. I don't. For me, I'm not even saying he's a bad card. I'd be willing to place him C because he's like so good from a stat standpoint. It's just give me Tariq, well, give me the deep out zone KO corners in this tier over him. Like give me 0 AP pick cards over him. I just don't really know the point to use the card. And now right after that we get Trent McDuffie, and he can be up to a 93 overall now, and he has 94 speed. So full playoff theme team would be 97 speed, by the way, which is pretty nice. Full Chiefs theme team 96, but just base 94 speed, 95 acceleration, 96 man, 91 zone, 87 press. And if we take a look at his abilities, it's kind of just what I said about Rondé, right? It's just you don't really get the discounts. So not bad from a stat standpoint. It's just again lacking discounted abilities. So I'm going to put him C. And we get Dolphins grade Xavier Howard with 93 speed, 91 acceleration, 91 man, doesn't hit 90 zone, 87 press, 6'1", and again pretty much the same issue. No discount abilities. For me, I think he's worse than Barber and also Trent McDuffie though. I'm going to put him D tier. There's really no point to use him. After that we get Keyshawn Nixon, 93 speed, 92 acceleration, 5'10", 90 man, 90 zone, 85 press, putting him right by Xavier Howard. Again, just really like not a great reason to use him besides like playoff theme team. But again, I don't really base my rankings on full theme teams. After that though, however, we do get Darrelle Revis right here. That this is one of the best free cards you could get. So 93 speed, 94 acceleration, 94 man, 92 zone, 87 press. He does have play ball and air aggressive, which I do like. Play ball and air aggressive does, by the way, I should probably go over this in more videos. It adjusts when they react to the ball when the QB starts like the wind up or whatever. KOs at time almost override this, but I think it's good to like stack both if that makes sense. But he also has pick artist for 0, so you could potentially get a free pick artist for 0 player. Like I think that is so valuable. For me, I'm gonna place him right by Deron Bland in this B tier. Definitely don't think he's A tier, but I mean he's a very solid corner, and honestly I use this card. He's a slot CB for me. I will always take value over everything, and Darrelle Revis is just that. And now after that we do get L'Jarius Sneed right here with 94 speed, 92 acceleration, 90 man, 87 zone, 91 press, 6 foot height. And this time play ball and air aggressive. Once again, no real like discounted abilities or anything. Really good on a Super Bowl theme team, but the low zone coverage. But I'd rather use McDuffie. I'm gonna place, okay, I'm gonna actually move these two cards up. I'm gonna do that. And then also right here, right after that we do get Josh Norman, that like him and L'Jarius Sneed on the same level. 93 speed, 95 acceleration, 90 man, 90 zone, 6 foot height. I mean he's okay. No discount abilities once again, but I mean he's solid. I'm gonna place him literally just in the C tier by L'Jarius Sneed. Now after that though, we start to get into the heavy hitters right here. We get Darius Slay. Now for a while when he dropped, I think he was S tier, and he's 6 foot, 94 speed, 97 acceleration, really good physical stats across the board, 90 man, 90 zone, 92 press. And the reason, like sometimes I get questions why I say 90 man, 90 zone. Like once they hit 90, it's the same as 99. Like it really doesn't matter. Same reaction time, same everything. Play ball and air aggressive right here on big play Slay. And for abilities, the big thing for me was deep out zone KO for 2. Was one of the first CBs. I actually think he might have been the first true CB to get discounted deep out zone KO, which is why Pacheco and Jack Tatum are no longer on this list. But we got Darius Slay, discounted deep out zone KO. I think he's a tier corner, and it just depends. To me, it's like him versus Moss is just kind of tough. Like I understand why you would use Moss over him. I understand why you would use Slay over. I'm gonna place them literally right by each other in this A tier though. After that, we get Steven Nelson with 95 speed, 94 acceleration, 5'11" height, 90 man, 90 zone. Pretty much everyone's gonna hit that. Play ball and air balance, but the big thing on him is getting pick artist for 0. I just think he's a pick artist for 0 corner. For me, a slot CB, and for me, that's just pretty much like B tier. I know I'm putting him on the same level as like Bland and Revis. You might be like, dude, like he's so much faster than them. I think you'll see bare bare minimum difference between like these two in the slot, unless like, again, it's all scheme specific. And if I put Steve, I think everyone in A tier is better than Steven Nelson. So I would have to make like a new tier for like him, Revis, and Bland. And now right after that, we get compass reward, a Caleb Evans with 95 speed, 6'2" height, 94 zone coverage, 88 man. So the man, not a man corner, but I mean, the meta of the game is definitely zone. Play ball in air conservative, I don't like. From a discounted ability standpoint, let's take a look. So the thing that just is kind of stupid in my opinion is like chuck out for 0. Like, I don't know, just kind of stupid. I wish like if you got pick artists for 0, deep zone KO, starting to get so many players in the game. This is what sucks about the compass, right? When he first got revealed, deep zone KO for 3 AP, that wasn't bad value. But now let's click on this real quick. Oh, we got 1, 2, 3 like actual pieces in secondary that get it for 2 AP now. So it's just kind of like whatever. But deep out zone KO for 2. I'm gonna put him right by a big play say. I'm not saying this card is bad by any means. I'm just saying looks like an S tier player from the start, but then like he just kind of falls off because we get even better cards to drop. Now we get Ken Riley right here, aka the Rattler, with 95 speed, 97 change direction, 5'11" height. Really liked his all Madden card. Again, great man, great zone. If we take a look at his traits, play ball in air, aggressive, and for his abilities this time though, right? So 0 AP pick artist for me, a slot CB, and for X factors gets inside shade. Why run inside shade when you can run like unstoppable forces on the defensive line? To me, it just doesn't really make sense. For me, Ken Riley is again like a B tier corner, kind of right by Steven Nelson. We finally got that Devin Witherspoon upgrade that I know a lot of people were wanting, but 94 speed, 94 acceleration isn't great from a physical stat standpoint. Also only gave him 88 zone coverage, which I just think is weird. But again, play ball in air, aggressive, and for abilities gets pick artist for 0. Another slot CB for me. For me, Witherspoon is going right by them, and I'd probably place him like right above Revis, but I mean Revis does hit 90 zone, so I think you can argue. But again, just kind of like a solid corner, not like game changing by any means. After that, we get Rondé Barber. This card right here is really tough for me to rank. He's the toughest one I think out the bunch to rank. 95 speed, 93 acceleration, 93 agility, 97 change direction. Great man, great zone. Same height as his team captain, same traits as well. The difference is abilities. So pick artist for 0, which is nice, but the big thing for me is mid zone for 1. Like if we click on mid zone for 1, right? In total with him, 4 pieces in secondary that get mid zone for 1. I think mid zone is a really great ability. I run Rondé Barber with mid zone and deep out comboed for 4 AP. Not the best AP value by any means. Is he an S tier corner is kind of what I'm asking myself. No, but he's like top end of A on the outside. I love that mid zone for 1 AP, especially with how this game's going. I expect here soon we're probably going to get people that are even better AP value than him with deep out and mid zone like we already have gotten so far. And right after that, we got Jair Alexander with 96 speed, 95 acceleration, 96 man, 94 zone coverage. And for abilities, the big thing on him is of course pick artist for 0. He can get outmatched for 0 as well. For me, Jair is great on the playoff theme team for sure. Can get unstoppable acrobat by the way too, which is just doesn't really matter to me. For me, he is a slot CB, but he's by far and away the best one out the bunch. Like he is the best one out of B to be a slot CB. Oh man, I might have to move people down. I might have to put the 0 AP pick artists in their own tier. So yeah, this is what it's looking like for me now. Now after that though, we get Herb Adderley with 96 speed, 91 acceleration. This is a card you could potentially use a lighted up token on, and if you do that, he can get a crazy ability stack. We're gonna go over the base card first and then with the lighted up token. And he has 95 speed, 95 man, 95 zone, even is somewhat of a pass rusher as well, which is kind of crazy. Play ball in air, aggressive, big hitter on yes. Now if we look at his just base abilities, right, gets 2 discounted ability spots, so you could run deep zone KO pick artist. He's a perfect safety. You could go mid zone flat zone for like a slot CB as well and get like just a ton of KOs, or you could go deep zone mid zone and play him on the outside, or again as a top safety. This is what I'm running on him right now as a top safety. Now if we want to go ahead and use a lighted up token on him, right, so he's going to be up to 97 speed, so he gets a speed point faster. And we take a look at his abilities now from an X factor standpoint, right, you can get flat zone KO for 0 AP, so you could potentially run deep zone KO, mid zone, flat zone, and essentially have every single zone KO I believe in the game, right? I'm not missing on that, right? Yeah, so that would be in total 3 AP by the way, so he would have every single KO, which is kind of crazy, I can't lie. For me, Herb Adderley is for sure the first person in S tier. This card is so insane, it's not even funny. Even again, no lighted up token, he is actually ridiculously good. And right after that, we got Cameron Sutton with 95 speed, 96 acceleration, 95 man, 90 zone. For his abilities right here, he is a pick artist for 0 players, so goes in like my slot CB tier right here, and he's gonna go ahead and round out our B tier, and you could like put him like top end. I'm not mad at it, but yeah. And now we got the 96s. So first one up right here, we got Mel Blount, 97 speed. This is another person you could use a lighted up token on. 96 man, 94 zone, has a big hitter trait, and yes, play ball in air, aggressive. He's also 6'3". I don't know if I said that or not, but we talk about Mel Blount from an ability standpoint. So we're gonna go over the base card first and then the X factors, of course. So base abilities, again, 2 discount ability buckets. Pick artist for 0 is really the big thing for me. I think everything else is just kind of like if you're running man coverage scheme, short route, medium route for 2, I don't hate. From a zone coverage scheme, he just really isn't great. But if we go ahead and put up the lighted up token, right, We're gonna go ahead and do that real quick. Up to 98 speed, kind of crazy. But if we look at his abilities and everything, right? From an X Factor standpoint, deep route KO for 0, inside shade or pick artist for 0. To me, like, he's a great man-to-man corner. I just don't really think he fits the meta of this game. For me, Mel Blount is gonna be like top into this A tier. And you might, like, again, you might disagree. You might say he's S tier, but like, he's the best slot C. You know what? He's the best slot CB in the game, in my opinion. I think he is. So I'm gonna put him S tier right now. Again, he's a 0 AP pick artist corner. So for me, this is how it goes, right? We got this tier slot CB and the B tier that are all like solid slots. Randy Moss to me is like a step above those slot CBs, and then Mel Blount is a step above Randy Moss. Mel Blount right now would be my like dream trio of CBs. And we got Night Train Lane right here. It's 96 speed, 93 acceleration, 97 man, 94 zone, and once again has a big hitter trait, and yes, play ball and air aggressive. Now for his abilities, obviously an AKA card. So from an X Factor standpoint, we get one step ahead, which I mean, one step ahead, like again, just in this game, man coverage just really isn't all that. It's not a great man coverage here. Can get unstoppable deep zone KO or bottleneck. But again, the reason why I'm kind of iffy on these X Factors, why run these X Factors when you can get unstoppable forces on the defensive line? And if we look at his discounts though, just regular, doesn't get 2 discounted ability buckets, because it would have been kind of crazy if you could get deep out zone KO for 1, pick artist for 0. Would have been kind of nuts. But I mean, deep out zone KO for 1, that is incredible value. For me, that's what made Ty Law drop. So for me, Night Train Lane is just kind of like the Ty Law replacement. I'm gonna put him in this S tier as well. Yeah, boys, this is what my updated cornerback tier list is looking like in Madden 24 Ultimate Team. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. Let me know what you agree with, what you disagree with. Who do you think should go up? Who do you think should come down? If you guys did enjoy this video though, you enjoy content like this, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Stay updated with all the best cards in Madden. And if you do want to see me use some of these corners live, I stream Monday through Friday, 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern. Would love to see you on some streams. I stream here on YouTube and Twitch. To watch on the YouTube, make sure again, hit that like button, subscribe, hit that noti bell as well to be notified when I'm live over here, or check the links in the description, hit that Twitch with a follow. But if you guys do want another video to watch, check out this one right here, because I rank the best tight ends in Madden 24.